answered, "Mother," even though his mother had passed away 1 year earlier. In the circulating footage, the moment when the toddler was found in a small hut in the middle of a forested area can be seen, but there was something unusual that was also captured in the video.
Hey.
Buka pintunya, Yam, buka, cek. Buka malam. Iya. Ini bawa barang bukunya. Bawah ya. Buka. Bawa apa minta? Lawangnya buka.
Hey. Tok. Ini sudah orang tok.
As seen in the first few seconds of the video, a strange object appears, passing above the residents who were at the location. The object seems to move quickly, has a blurry shape, and is not easy to identify. Some viewers who paid close attention to the details mentioned that the figure closely resembles a supernatural apparition. Until now, there has been no definite explanation about what the object actually was, whether it could be a supernatural entity or something else. What do you think? This horrifying incident was experienced by a driver passing through a forest road at night. The road was very quiet and had almost no lighting. While driving slowly, he saw something unusual standing in the middle of the path. Feeling that something was not right, he stopped the car and took out his phone to record what he was seeing. From a distance, the figure appeared motionless, but its presence instantly made the atmosphere tense.
Fuck. Fuck this. Seen way too many fucking horror movies for this shit. Fucking hell. You're a fucking psycho, mate.
In the video, a mysterious figure is seen standing right in the middle of the road, appearing like a human body, but without a clear head. The figure does not move at all, simply standing facing the vehicle. The situation made the driver increasingly anxious, but he still forced himself to move forward slowly to leave the area. To this day, no one can confirm whether the figure was a supernatural apparition, someone intentionally trying to scare people, or perhaps part of a criminal setup. The identity of the figure remains a mystery.
Fucking hell. You're a fucking psycho, mate.
This terrifying video was uploaded by the YouTube channel Jajak Camping, featuring Bang Mamat and Ipan conducting a bravery test in a public cemetery. They received information from a friend about a graveyard known to be extremely haunted and filled with mystical stories. Without much consideration, they decided to try sleeping right in the middle of the cemetery as part of the challenge. Before entering the location, they spoke briefly with the caretaker and some local residents. According to them, visitors were allowed to stay overnight, but were forbidden from lighting bonfires or cooking in the area. Therefore, Bang Mamat and Apan only brought mats without any tents or protection. At around 10 p.m., after preparing themselves mentally, they finally headed to the cemetery. Upon arriving, they immediately spread out their mats in the middle of the large cemetery area. They set up a CCTV camera to record all activity that night and tried to remain calm so that every occurrence, whether from themselves or any potential supernatural activity, could be captured clearly. It didn't take long before the atmosphere turned frightening. A series of strange events were recorded on camera. mysterious sounds with no clear source, trees that appeared to move on their own, and several disturbances that became increasingly intense as it approached midnight. Some apparitions even appeared clearly on camera, making the situation feel more and more unnatural. As seen in the video, various unusual activities occurred throughout the night. Besides mysterious sounds and trees moving by themselves, more illogical events appeared when they tried to sleep. In the first moment, the camera captured a white apparition passing in the distance. The figure looked faint, but clear enough to increase the tension. Not long after, another apparition appeared closer to the camera's position, a figure resembling a pocong, followed by the appearance of a dark object with glowing eyes on the right side of the frame. All these phenomena were captured clearly, making this video one of the most terrifying bravery test experiences they had ever documented. In this video, a recording uploaded to social media shows a strange apparition appearing right in front of a house. The video was recorded by a man who was capturing the atmosphere of heavy rain at night. He stepped outside to record the surroundings, unaware that his camera would capture something unusual. During the recording, the camera unintentionally captured a white object floating slowly in front of the house. The figure looked faint, but upon closer inspection, the shape appeared to have long hair, resembling a ghost. The object moved slowly before disappearing into the darkness of the rainy night. Many viewers believed the apparition looked very real, while others suggested it might just be a reflection of light that happened to look eerie. What do you think was actually captured in this video? In this video, a recording uploaded to social media shows a strange moment experienced by a teenager while walking at night with his younger sibling and their pet dog. At first, they were just passing an area of trees near their home, until suddenly, the teenager saw something that looked like it was hiding behind a tree trunk. Feeling something was off, he raised his phone and began recording to confirm what he had actually seen. Take a look at the footage.
Вышли погулять, на свете не работают фонари, приходится вот спасаться фонариками. Назад. Видите, как темно, страшно, капец. Да. Амеля, иди сюда. Иди сюда. Я не знаю, кто там.
Где папа?
Ты кто? Там кто-то за деревом.
During the recording, a faint head can be clearly seen peeking from behind the tree, as if watching them. The figure is not fully visible, but its shape resembles something unfamiliar observing from a distance. A few seconds later, the head appears again in a different position before disappearing entirely. The brief but repeated appearance frightened them, causing them to immediately leave the area. Many viewers believe the figure was a supernatural entity, while others think it might have been an animal that simply looked scary. What do you think? This eerie video was recorded by a phone camera placed in front of a house to monitor the road at night. At first, the scene looks calm with no activity, only dim streetlights illuminating the area. But just a few seconds after the recording begins, a floating figure appears across the street, something that looks unusual from any distance. In the recording, the camera captures what appears to be a ghost-like figure with long, loose hair, hovering slightly above the ground. The apparition drifts slowly before disappearing completely. There is no additional information explaining the event, making it difficult to determine whether the footage shows a real apparition or is simply edited. Still, its presence in the video has clearly left many viewers feeling chills. What do you think? In this recording, a group of men is seen riding motorcycles along a remote road they had never passed before. The journey seems normal at first, until suddenly they spot two figures lying in the middle of the road. The situation immediately becomes tense, prompting one of them to take out his phone and record. Trying to understand what they were actually seeing, watch the footage closely. As the camera moves in closer, two young boys they don't recognize appear to be lying as if they had been in an accident, but instead of coming from the boys, a strange sound is heard from the dark roadside. When the phone turns toward the source of the sound, a pale white figure with long hair is seen standing stiffly among the trees, its face resembling a ghost. The figure remains motionless before vanishing within seconds. To this day, no one knows whether this event was real or staged. What do you think? This frightening video comes from the YouTube channel Sepp Plaster, who that night explored a sacred site called Warringin 7, a location long known as one of the most haunted areas, said to be inhabited by a powerful serpent-like Ifrit spirit. From the start, the atmosphere was heavy. The wind barely moved, and the old buildings surrounding the site seemed to hide something, watching from the darkness. When meeting the caretaker, he warned that the main ritual area was in use, so the exploration could only be done in the Passerian area, an abandoned, eerie building filled with an unfriendly aura. Though access to the main point was prohibited, the exploration continued. A 40-minute challenge revealed strange sounds without visible sources, suggesting the place was far from empty. Unsatisfied, they set up a camera to record the Passerian while no one was inside. Sepp Plaster then returned to the caretaker's house to wait for the recording. And this is when the anomalies appeared.
Berdasarkan informasi yang saya dapat dari juru kunci Patilasan Waringin 7, bola api tersebut merupakan sebuah bentuk energi yang ditransformasikan. Bola api itulah yang ditugaskan untuk mencari keberadaan tumbal pesugihan, sesuai dengan perjanjian antara si pelaku ritual dengan bangsa jin. Ketika bola api tersebut sudah menemukan keberadaan tumbal pesugihan, lalu bola api itu akan berubah wujud menjadi sosok buas yang menyeramkan. Dan sosok buas inilah yang akan menjemput paksa korban tumbal pesugihan untuk dijadikan sebagai alat tukar dalam memperoleh harta kekayaan.
When the footage was reviewed, a floating fireball appeared in the darkness, moving as if searching for something. According to the caretaker, the fireball was not ordinary light, but the energy of a spirit seeking a sacrifice for a mystical ritual. If it found a target, it would transform into a far more dangerous entity. The atmosphere grew tense. The phenomenon looked too real to be a reflection or camera malfunction. Moments later, another far more terrifying figure appeared. The caretaker repeatedly replayed the segment, clearly shocked, before confirming that the figure was Kalajur, the strongest entity in Waringin 7, a malevolent Ifrit known for misleading humans into wicked deeds. Its appearance suggested that something ancient and powerful was guarding the site. Still, despite how terrifying the footage appears, it is ultimately a YouTube upload. I cannot confirm whether the events captured were real or edited. What's certain is that the video remains incredibly frightening and has given many viewers chills. This unsettling incident was experienced by a group of teenagers walking home through a residential area at night. Their walk was normal at first, until one of them claimed to see something moving in the dark beside a house. Curious, they stopped, and one of them immediately turned on his phone camera to confirm what they had seen from a distance. They didn't expect the recording to show something difficult to explain logically. Take a look at the footage.
Astaghfirullahaladzim. Astagfirullah. Astagfirullah. Astagfirullahaladzim. Astagfirullah. Astagfirullah. Astagfirullahaladzim. Astagfirullah. Acap laju, 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 goblok. Astagfirullah.
In the video, a pale shape appears beside the house wall, resembling a head slowly moving as if observing from behind the structure. The figure appears only for a few seconds before disappearing without a trace. Startled, the teen holding the camera stepped back, but later approached again to check, only to find no one there. So far, there is no definite explanation for what they saw. Was it really a mysterious figure, or just a shadow resembling a person? What do you think? This video was uploaded by a TikTok user named Eliza. In her recording, she says that at 4 in the morning, as she was about to step outside, she noticed something unusual in the empty lot in front of her house. Curious, she lifted her phone and recorded the area. She didn't expect the footage to capture what looked like the apparition of a ghost. Watch the video. In the recording, a pale white figure stands motionless in the empty lot. Its shape resembles